side of State Farm Stadium. The Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the Vikings. These guys looking for a rare win after dropping 7 in their last 9. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Cardinals. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They're going play action. It's Murray. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd and 2. Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. The Cardinals out for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
That's another Cardinals.
Going on 1st down, here's Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Harrison Jr. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8. At the
Kyler throwing here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. That's the line he's going to run for it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Hits his running back. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, so it'll be second down.
Incomplete. Will Johnson there on the carry.
From the pistol, it's Ford. He's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10.
First down.
Play action, McCarthy. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still second down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got second and 15. From the shotgun, McCarthy able to find Hawkinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 7.
Air it out on third. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
Holding. Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They give up the gut to Benson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The give now to Benson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They are facing second down deep on their own end. Benson once more. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Out of his own end zone, here's Murray. Flushed out now to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds just past the 5. Punting unit out now. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's now
3rd and goal for McCarthy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Reichert connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Murray throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Murray looking to throw. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Kyler looking to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
3rd and long for him here. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they have this one well contained. And there's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Vikings send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Brought in right side by Moore. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Finds him over the middle. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy in that first down at the 30.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's the gain on 3rd and short. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play.
3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Vikings send Jerome forward, ready to begin another drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Now start on the ground. It's 4. And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
McCarthy now. Blitz coming. That'll be complete to Ford. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
He's going for it himself. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Tight end going in motion here. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stomp, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ford straight ahead. Then he gets forward for 3 yards as we reach our 2-minute warning. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Now McCarthy. And he's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. Vikings out of the hurry up, need everyone back to the line. McCarthy throwing on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. And no margin for error.
Now Murray. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll try it right with Benson. And they only get a couple that they needed. Now they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Vikings with the football here late in the half. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
McCarthy looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out at, I'd call it about the 12-yard line. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our
trip around
report.
the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. All right, Kate, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. And it's the Buffalo defense coming up with the big play. They only had 1 takeaway on the afternoon, but it was an important one. 4 quarters plus overtime, and we could not get a winner. This one ends in a tie. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these 2 sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already. Throwing from his own end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that makes it second and long. Now an inside give to Benson. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Now Murray on third and long. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he gets it away from his end zone. The return begins on their side of midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vikings.
It's a design boot. Completed over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Offense to the line for second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete. Tyler Newman there defensively.
Here he goes, third and long. That's more of the catch out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, we know that every one of these NFL games, well, they can take a life of their own every single weekend. Some are high-flying with lots of points. Others, like this one, they're a grinder. And when you're in a low-scoring game, every one of these kicks is important.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cardinals' offense making its way out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even if this QB knew, from the very get-go, somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and they catch it behind the line. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they'll only need to figure out a couple of yards here as they're going to start with 1st and goal from the 2. Ford. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Another for Ford. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings push the lead to 2 scores now.
16, Cardinals 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it here to Benson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Finds a man, right side. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Making the call himself. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running from the pistol with Benson. Trying to use that space outside, but found a defender instead, so no gain on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gets this one to Myers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 8.
From the gun on his third down, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. He's still going at the 30. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's fourth down coming up. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, this is ETN. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and
Throw here, third down. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and he forced a fourth down.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
On second and 10, it's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5.
Murray. Getting out to his left. He's going to run for it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's set out. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
That's good. Cardinals. First down.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch is made near the edge. It pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second down.
Murray looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Murray. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. McCarthy on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's getting close, and they take him down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he takes it down to the 33. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
And the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 32. And the Vikings first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that.
Oh, he lost the football. And he falls on it, so they're going to keep possession and a chance to add to their lead.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
2nd down, run by 4. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Setting up the screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
They'll air it out on 3rd. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Reichert connects there. And that'll make it a two-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's completed right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Murray keeps it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play, because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
From the gun, it's Ford. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. It's going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And that reaches the 35, but no further as it caroms out of bounds. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Murray from the pistol. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Cardinals...
Fencing now from the gun. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A dose of the hurry-up here.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals losing by 9. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Murray. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Gay with the point after. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to just 2.
Score, Vikings 19, Cardinals 17.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They're out there with a lead that's down now to just 2 points, Brock. So you got to be cautiously aggressive, right? Try to run out the clock, but take care of the football because all it takes is a field goal to beat you.
How many times do these games we call come down to just one possession? It's why these teams spend so much time situationally in the red zone, end of half, end of game. You got to live for these situations.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They're going to pass it here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 50-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
3 yards to go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts.
It's 4th down.
As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They'll send out the punting unit. offense about set to get going here. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here he is to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
now to throw. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
It's now
offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's going for it himself. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there. Off to the 30.
10 yards. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. With 45 seconds showing on that clock, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Harrison Jr. incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Vikings taking the field on offense. And that 2-point lead, it's still right there on the scoreboard, Brock, after their defense got off the field clean.
And now, Kate, this offensive goal is to make sure that clock expires with that lead still in hand and them holding the ball. You absolutely do not want to give this ball back, knowing the other side still just needs a field goal.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Glendale.